Woo! What a night of wrestling. Good Lord. What did you guys think about NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2? I gotta know. What were your thoughts about tonight's show? It's Thursday. It is crazy to be here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys thought. What did you guys think about night 2, and which show did you prefer? Did you prefer night 1 or did you prefer night 2? Man, I mean, I might be a little biased at the moment just off of seeing this crazy match between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, but man, night 2, that blew me away. That match alone blew me away. I cannot believe it. I knew that they were going to beat the absolute hell out of each other, but man, they beat the absolute hell out of each other. They really did. They delivered, man. I loved it. I loved it so much. And you know, I'm really happy to see that Kyle O'Reilly got the win here. He deserves it. He deserves it. I'm excited for the future of Kyle O'Reilly, and I'm kind of nervous for the future of Adam Cole. I'm not going to lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Nova with the 199 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. He says 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Yes, it was so good. So my only complaint is the music. The music. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly's is a little bit better. So it sounds a little more unique than Adam Cole's, but man, not for me. Not for me. I need that iconic Undisputed Era music. I need it. Oh, you know what? Let me give some money here for Nova as well. I forgot to do that. Some woos as well. Yeah, there we go. Starting off the show hot. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you. Zach Stone, my friend, how are you doing? My fellow disciple. He says the only negative about the pay-per-view is Cole's new theme song. 5 stars on both nights. Glad you enjoyed them, my friend. Really glad that you enjoyed them. I thought they were great as well, and I'm so happy that all of this bullshit is finally over. We can now relax every single week. There is no more Wednesday Night War. So on Tuesday, we can hang out, watch NXT, have a cool little post show. And on Wednesdays, we can hang out, watch Dynamite, and have a post show as well. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for it. Ashley says O'Reilly's music is okay, but bring back the UE theme for Cole. Or even do like a remix of it. You know, I would totally be fine with some sort of remix of the Undisputed Era's music for Adam Cole. I think that's cool. Jaden says, AOW, did you know among WWE's new list of banned words is DQ? Really? So they can't say like disqualification at all? So what is it supposed to be now? No contest? Nova says, if I could describe this match, I would only say one thing. Poppy. Confusing? Confusing? Man, I don't understand Poppy. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Jaden says they can't say DQ or anything about disqualifications. Why? Man, Vince is super weird. Super, super, super weird. Christoph says, who's my favorite wrestler? Right now, Andrade. WWE Emoji says Cole versus O'Reilly was the match that stole night 2. It was an incredible match. It really was. It really was. I loved it. I'm so excited. I thought this was great. And you know what? Good luck, WrestleMania. Good luck, WrestleMania. You are really, really going to need it. Really going to need it. Flash says, what did I miss? Nothing, my friend. Nothing. We are just here. We are just hanging out. Ashley says, it's not Andrade. It's La Sombra to you. Man, I would love to see La Sombra. You know, Penta posted something on Instagram today. A picture of him with a little verses. And Andrade on the other side. I would love to see it. I would die to see that. Can't wait. Hopefully something happens. I can't wait to see where Andrade shows up. I don't think anyone has any sort of information on it so far. But Marcel says this is going to be an unpopular opinion. The main event was too long and overkill. I can see someone having that opinion. You know, there's a couple people that I saw today talking about how in matches like these that are, you know, just extremely violent and stuff like that, that it makes things really unbelievable when you punch someone in the face with a chain wrapped around your head and they're able to kick out at 2 and you do all this crazy stuff. Like, I get it. But to me, I don't mind. It. I'm used to it, I guess. I like it. I enjoyed it. I felt like it got off to a little slower pace. But in the end, this was a fantastic way to close out the show tonight, if you ask me. Joshua says, let us collectively acknowledge that Candice will never hold gold in NXT, and that's kind of sad. Yeah, it is. Candice is great. I'm not really sure where this whole The Way thing is going to go or anything, especially with Austin Theory and Indi Hartwell. I don't know. Nova says nothing can top that last spot. Nothing. Yeah, that was crazy. You know, that ladder spot at the end of the ladder match was crazy as well. Good Lord. Zach Stone says we got quality and quantity. Every second of the main event was incredible. Yeah, I personally, I liked it. I can see, like I said, I can see the how people feel that way about it being overkill and about how they feel like it's just too much. It's unbelievable. I totally understand. It's not for me, but I mean, I don't share that opinion is what I'm trying to say, but I completely understand, just like how I understand that, you know, not everyone loves the broken Matt Hardy gimmick. Like, I personally, I love it. I can't get enough of it. but I can see why someone wouldn't like it. The Fiend, I love the Fiend gimmick. It's great, but I also see why people don't get it and or don't like it. Sorry, and it makes complete sense to me. I won't knock anyone for having their own opinion about things. John says, "What's up, man? How you doing? Your opinion? What is the best takeover of all time?" Oh God, man, I have no idea. I have no idea. Joshua says, "Going no good for anyone except Johnny." Yeah, Johnny Gargano retaining the NXT North American Championship tonight. I was not expecting to see that. I honestly wasn't. Chef says, "Every match for me except some parts of the North American Championship match were flames." Yeah, you know what? I liked every single match on the card tonight. I liked them. They were great. This was a very solid show. You know, I feel so bad for I feel so bad for Impact. You know, they catch wind of NXT moving to Tuesday nights, so they take their shows off of Tuesday and put them on Thursdays, only to probably get crushed tonight on their first Thursday night by NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2, going head to head with an NXT pay-per-view. That's got to be brutal for them. Nova says also the use of the chain in the beginning. Oh my God, that was innovation. I felt bad for Kyle. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I liked that match all around. It'll be interesting to see actually how long it was when Cage Match gets that information up, because it seemed pretty long. Like, I kept having to sit here and I had to keep changing the start day for the stream, or the start time for the stream, because I'm like, all right, it's probably going to be done by like 7, right? And then I'm like, okay, maybe 7:15. Okay, 7:30. Okay, 7:45. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put it at 8. I guess we'll start when we can start. Clayton with the $2 super chat says, "Undisputed Era is fine. Watch them get back together." Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate you. Here's some woos for you. Yes, thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate that. I appreciate you as well. And yeah, the Undisputed Era is fine. Of course they're fine. You know, Adam Cole got a little sleepy in the ring, so you know, good old Kyle O'Reilly had a mobile bed brought to him so that he could be carried out backstage. They're going to take Adam Cole to a nice, comfy hotel, and he'll probably stay there overnight for a couple nights. And, you know, they'll take really good care of him. They'll give him some IVs if he need it, some water. They're going to give him some food as well. They'll give him a comfortable robe to wear as well while he's there, maybe even some slippies. Kyle O'Reilly, he's a great man. He's a great friend. Best buds. You know, I wish I had someone in my life that was as nice to me as Kyle O'Reilly is to Adam Cole tonight. It's crazy. Chef says, "I wish I saw a Crimson Mask." I wish, man. I wish. See, this is one of those things where I feel like it would be warranted for sure. Like in this match, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Warrior says, "I did not expect to love Balor versus Crotch as..." God damn. Did I? All right. Balor versus Kross, as much as I did, it was fantastic. Yeah, you know, it was good. It was really good. I liked it as well. I liked a lot of the spots there. I don't know. I'm not on the same bandwagon as a lot of people that don't like Karrion Kross. I think he's good. Don't tell me this is true. Don't tell me this is actually true. Come on. Don't tell me. Is there any verification of this? Man, I can't. That is so fucking sad. I mean, it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. With all the stuff that happened, but man, hold on. I need to see if this is true instead of it's just trending. So everyone's saying the DMX has passed away. Oh no, this is a verified Twitter. No, come on. I don't know who this is. Saint? News, culture, sneakers, streetwear. They said breaking news, DMX has passed away at the age of 50. Man, that kills me. That really kills me. DMX is one of my favorite rappers. I grew up listening to DMX. One of the best to ever pick up a microphone, if you ask me, in his own right, in his own way. I was able to see him live a couple years ago, and it was incredible. Man, that is such a shame. That is such a shame. Shout out to X's family, friends, colleagues, anyone that knew him. I wish them the best. I really do. I wish them the best. It is a very sad day for hip hop. It is a very sad day. People don't know who DMX is. Oh, man, he's a really good rapper. I'm sure that you've heard a lot of his music, and he's been on the Xfinity commercials and stuff like that with the X Gonna Give It To You and stuff like that. Andre says COVID. No, he had an overdose, I believe, or something like that. And he what was it? He had like no activity in his brain for like the past couple of days. And I think they might have actually pulled the plug on him because he was not going to recover from it. So, yeah, that's a hard blow for me. That is a very hard blow for me. Like I said, shout out to X's friends, family, colleagues, anyone that knew him. Prayers going to his family and all of that. Anthony says, we just had an amazing pay-per-view and now DMX has passed. Yeah. I'll make a post about it later. I don't want it to kill the mood for everything that we're gonna do here. So that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Yeah. Rest in peace, DMX. We love you. It's finally in a better place now, and he can get away from all the pain and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to share some DMX stuff, man, when we're done here. I wish I could play some music on here and not get in trouble for it. I would love to do that right about now. James says, did he do No Fly Zone? No, that is Royce the 5'9" and Trick. So, okay. With all that aside, let's get back into the show here. Let's suck some life back into the show here. Let's get on with things. We had a great show for wrestling tonight and yesterday. Things are looking up for NXT and everything going forward. We have some very high content coming. We still have SmackDown tomorrow. We still have 2 nights of WrestleMania going on as well. So lots of stuff going on. Maybe some debuts going on to the main roster as well. Adam Cole took an L tonight, which is crazy to see. But makes sense in the storyline as well. What lies in the future for Adam Cole? Is Cole going to be off TV just for a while? Is this the way to write him off? And then maybe at some point he will show up on Raw or SmackDown? Or do you guys think that Adam Cole is going to remain in NXT? I could see either one. And I actually kind of like this angle of Cole being injured and him maybe taking some time off and then just randomly showing up on an episode of Raw or SmackDown. Totally cool with that. Totally cool with that. Andre says, didn't know him, but rest in peace. Let's keep positive. Yeah, for sure. Basili says, yeah, the report was even if he made it through, DMX was brain dead. Yeah, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Goat says, sorry to break the news, bro. It's all good, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Elver says EO and Adam appeared on the NXT Tuesday promo. Okay. All right, so we're hoping to see Adam Cole remain in NXT for a little bit. I'm cool with that. I much prefer that over him going to Raw or SmackDown. If I'm being honest, I don't really have faith in them. Marcel says Omega took an L tonight on Impact. First time since August. Really? Who beat him? Was it Rich Swann? Because it was a 6-man tag, right? On Impact. Good Brothers and Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann, Moose, and Willie Mack. if I believe. Anthony says WrestleMania better pull off some, wait for it,
good shit
Saturday and Sunday after what we saw tonight. I hope so. Oh, he didn't get pinned. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Rocco says, I'm still in shock. New Jack has returned to wrestling in 2021 and is having an actual match. Where? Where's New Jack having a match? Is it GCW? One of the GCW things that's going on, I'm assuming. That's crazy. What's my favorite match ever? I have no clue, dude. No clue. I'm not very good at stuff like that. James says, I want Finn Balor to stay in NXT so that he can go back and restart his rivalry with Walter for the NXT UK title. Yeah, I'm totally down for that as well. I would love to see Balor go up against Walter next. Other than that, I'm not quite sure what they have for him or what they will have for him in NXT, but hopefully he stays in NXT for a while. I'm not ready for Finn Balor to go back to the main roster. He's too good on NXT. He's way too good. Warrior says, it just occurred to me that we've never had Finn Balor versus Daniel Bryan in a WWE ring. We need that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's crazy how you can have people be in the same company for so long and that they still don't have a match together. It's crazy. Yamcha says, best finisher, welcome back from the dead, my friend. How are you doing? Jonathan says, Adam Cole shouldn't stay in NXT. He's just going to become stale like Ciampa and Gargano. You do have a point. You know, I do feel like some of these people, if I'm being honest, Cole, Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, is there anyone else? Or is it just those three? I feel like those three in particularly need to find something else to do in the company, or maybe something, I don't know, more interesting, maybe a rivalry that kind of exceeds everyone's expectations. It's just crazy, because right now it really seems like, especially Ciampa, it's just kind of floating around. Like, he's having great matches and stuff like that, but he really just kind of seems more so that like he's just there. You know, same thing with Johnny Gargano. I made my prediction that Johnny Gargano would lose to whoever won the Gauntlet Eliminator match during night one. I was wrong. I really thought that it was time to let Johnny Gargano do something else. You know, he's been involved in the NXT North American Championship scene since the beginning of time. So it only made sense, you know, to have him drop the title and go on to do something else. But apparently they don't think so. So maybe it'll be Dexter Lumis. Maybe it'll be Dexter Lumis that dethrones him. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what they do going forward, though. Especially now that they're on Tuesdays and they don't have to worry about anyone else. I mean, AEW Dark is on Tuesdays as well. But I don't think that's a real competition. I think that's two very, very different things. Let's see here. Zach Stone says NXT is the main roster, and tonight absolutely proves it. Yeah, that's what I don't get, why people talk down to NXT or about NXT, where they're like, oh yeah, that's their developmental brand, that's their third brand. You know, it's like, yeah, this is the best. This is the best WWE product out there by far. These guys absolutely go above and beyond. The matches are incredible. And I love it. I love it. This is the kind of stuff that I want to watch. So it makes me very happy that the Wednesday Night Wars are over. We can now watch these shows in peace. And now we don't have to worry about everyone like crying and bitching about someone enjoying this show more than this one, or comparing this to that, and all of this other stuff. We can actually just sit back and enjoy them. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Alex says, did you see Breezango versus Maverick and Dane on the pre-show? No, I did not watch the pre-show. I was actually making dinner again. I was making dinner. Matt says, call me crazy, but I wasn't blown away by the main event. To me, it just felt like every other Extreme Rules match. I think my expectations were too high, but I didn't think the match was anything special. Fair enough. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, man. I personally, I liked it. I thought that it delivered, but you know, to each their own. To each their own. Nothing wrong with that. Clayton says NXT proves that you don't need legends to pull off a fantastic show, right? Right. And you know, it's all about wrestling. Just give us wrestling. That's all we want. We don't need the gimmicks. We don't need the third hour of a show going dark because anything can happen. Just make anything can happen for your entire show and give us the wrestling that we want to see. That's all we want. That's all. It's that simple. It really is. Zach Stone says, can we circle back to the Keeper of Truth calling Kross, Crotch, and new Karrion Kross? You are delusional, my friend. I didn't think anyone caught that. You know, sometimes words are pretty difficult. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. God damn. Anthony says, in a perfect world, Bianca wins the title, Daniel Bryan wins, or Roman Reigns retains, Cesaro wins. We didn't have Strowman versus Shane, and Bad Bunny was only a special guest. Then WrestleMania would be good. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I still have high hopes for WrestleMania. It made me a little bit excited to see the set. You know, the set for WrestleMania looks great. It looks really good. You know what? Actually, you know, I might as well just put it on the screen. And then, you know, I have some exciting news. I thought I blew it, but I didn't. I made it just in time. So we were able to work it out. It's still kind of in the works, but we figured it all out. So I'm very excited. We're going to be talking about that in just a minute, man. In just a minute. Let me put these up here. Man, my desktop is filled with pictures. From doing these videos. I never made so many videos in my life, man. It's crazy. Okay. So here is the first one. I gotta get the other one as well so you can see the the other, because there are two pirate ships in the WrestleMania set this year. Two of them. Oh my god. Having the same name. All right, ship 1, ship 2. Give me ship 2. It'll be interesting to see which one Kevin Owens has his eye on. Oh, I'm buffering, man. I'm buffering. All right, you know what? But it's fine. It's fine. It'll come back when I get the ships going, and it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, so here's the first one. Here is the first one. Man, look at how big that ship is. That is crazy. Ryan Hunt says, hey, AOW, is my birthday today. Hey, man, happy birthday. I hope you had a great day. If we can get some happy birthdays in the chat for Ryan Hunt, I would greatly appreciate that. And here's some moves for you as well, my friend. And of course, a happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. So, man, I'm still dropping frames. Oh, but it doesn't say that I'm dropping frames on YouTube. Oh, there it is. There it is. Man, this internet. Man, look at this stage, though. Look at how big it is. This thing is giant. Thanks, man. I did. That's awesome, Ryan. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. Glad to hear that. Got an excellent pay-per-view on your birthday as well. That is awesome. Thank you, chat, for saying happy birthday to Ryan. I really appreciate that as well. Really appreciate it. If I could get my frames back here, that would be great, OBS. Can I have my frames, please? Jesus. Obi James says, love how the ring is so tiny compared to the set. Yeah, that's why I was like, man, you really, like, when you look at the picture, it's like, oh, that's really cool looking, you know? But then it's like, man, when you get in the perspective of when you look at how tiny the ring is at the bottom there, it's like, damn, like, how big is all of this stuff? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm excited. We need this. We need this. We needed this huge set. It's so refreshing to actually see some sort of normalcy in the world of wrestling. I don't necessarily really care how big the crowd is, but man, I'm so happy to see a full WrestleMania stage once again. Oh, my frames are back. My frames are back. Thank God. Manish says they're going to spend 5 minutes for each superstar's entrance and going to give us a 10-minute match. Probably. Yeah, I mean, look at how long. Look at how long that ramp is going to be. Huge. Anthony says, how is the crowd going to see if the ship blocks the way? So they probably won't have a, well, they certainly will not have a crowd in that back area. It's pretty limited. I think they're running at about 25% capacity or something like that, somewhere around that. So, you know, they'll just be on the sides and probably on the floor there. They are supposed to be socially distanced as well. Ugh. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm so excited. Alex says both nights are sold out. Jesus, really? That's crazy. Okay, so let's go over to the second one. So you see the first ship, right? Nice and big. And now you see the second one. Did I really get the same image twice? Oh my God. Okay, hold on a second. I accidentally got the same one twice. I want to get this one because there's two pirate ships. Two pirate ships at WrestleMania, and I want to know which one Kevin Owens is going to jump off. I need to know, man. I need to know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. Oh God, please don't mess things up. All right, so you have your pirate ship, that huge one right there. And then if you guys can kind of, I mean, it's kind of a little hard to see it here, but you can see the other one in the back by the stands underneath that billboard right there. So even look at the comparison to the ship that they built or brought in and the one that's actually in the background as well. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Punk says they fire pyro from the ship cannon. That would be sick. That would be sick. I love that. That would be so cool. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Zach says, wish I was one of the 45K in attendance. Ooh, I think I would personally would pass on this one no matter what. I would pass. You don't see it? Hold on. I don't want to mess up my stuff, but it's right. You can't see my mouse cursor. It's right under the draft celebration light billboard to the right. Asher Brooks with the $5 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. This is going to be over my money. Hold on a second. I gotta show some love to Ashton here, my friend. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Some woos for you, my friend. I appreciate you. Always a pleasure to have you here as well. Thank you so much. So yeah, WrestleMania ship, WrestleMania arena looking good, man. Looking really good. I'm very excited for it. I hope that everything turns out well, and I hope that we have a great night. Well, 2 nights. If I'm 2 nights. Also, WWE Games announced that they have a special announcement on April 10th and 11th. So, WWE 2K22? Question mark? Cover? Gameplay? Game mode reveal? Perhaps? Here Comes the Pain remastered? I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And you know what? WWE, if you're listening, please let me play your games. I want to come out and I want to play your games. All right. I want to play them too. I would love it. Punk says, imagine how the Fiend's entrance will look. Oh, yes. I'm so excited for that. So excited. Hoodie says, can you do? Yes. That WrestleMania arena is
such good shit.
There you go. That is how I feel about the arena. So yeah, a new WWE 2K game potentially coming out. I don't really think it's going to be anything to do with Battlegrounds or anything like that. So hopefully it is 2K, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully they give us GM mode. Need a GM mode. All right, more than anything, we need that. Victor says, what if they do an NXT game? Sure, that'd be cool, but it kind of feels like it would be a waste, because you could just easily include the entire roster in it. You know what I mean? I mean, not easily, because there's a ton of them, but it just would feel like a weird missed opportunity to not include just everyone. Punk says WWE announced 4 musical performances. Wow. Jesus. Good Lord. That'll be interesting to see. WWE Emoji says this might be a rumor, but the Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair can be the main event for night 1. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Ashton says Raw 2K Underground. Oh God, please no. Please no. Zach Stone says Reigns surely has to be the cover star, right? Yeah, I would guess. Yeah, for sure. Joseph says, what do you think the chances of Becky Lynch returning on Raw after Rhea wins the Raw Women's Championship? I don't know. I still feel like it's gonna be a little bit before we see Becky. Just a little bit. Marcel says, hey OW, greetings from Germany. It's currently 6 a.m. over here, but need to stop by and say hello. It was a really great takeover. Thank you, man, for tuning in. I really appreciate that. I would love to visit your country sometime, my friend. Would love to come to Germany. Oh, that'd be amazing. But thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Glad to see that you enjoyed the show. I did as well. So you know what? We've been here for almost 40 minutes. I think it's time to start the show. So if you're here and you haven't already subscribed yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 2,000. Oops. We are on the road to 2,000, and it is coming up. It's coming up. We're not that far away from it. I'm very excited. Also, make sure to hit that like button as well. I greatly appreciate it. You guys already know, but super chats are open as well. And if you want to go that extra mile and help support the channel, you can become a member and join me as a fellow disciple. Join me on the path to a greater good. And interestingly enough, we kind of have a sponsor for the show today. We kind of have a sponsor. I'm very excited about this one. I thought it fell through because I thought I goofed, but I didn't. Everything is good. So I present to you guys Wale Mania, baby. Wale Mania. You can get it at Foot Action. Look at all this epic merch. These are actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like these. I'm thinking about buying the Ron Simmons one myself, personally. So in the top, we have a Wale Mania Booker T themed t-shirt. We got Sasha Banks up next. Kofi Mania t-shirt as well. Then we have a Wale Sasha Banks hoodie, which on the back, it is the same design as the t-shirt as well. Then below, we have a one of Ron Simmons, one of Mark Henry, and then another one of, I believe, wait, who is it? Mark Henry as well for the hoodie. No, sorry, Kofi for the hoodie. So Sasha Banks hoodie and Kofi hoodie, you can get those now. They are very limited and they're going to run out soon. So make sure to stop by Foot Action and copy yourself some Wale Mania. Wale's going to be at WrestleMania. Wale is going to be at WrestleMania. I believe he's going to be performing Big E's entrance. So this is all very cool. Make sure to check out that Wale Mania gear. And Ashton says, as Ron Simmons would say, damn, he would. You know what? You know what he would really say? He'd be like, hey, damn, why are you still here? Why haven't you checked out this amazing Wale Mania gear that you can get over at Foot Action? So yeah, a shout out to the guys at Foot Locker and Foot Action for reaching out on this. I greatly appreciate it, man. I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Here are the links down below. If you want to check out some Wale Mania gear, like I said, it is limited time. So make sure you get them. Make sure you get them. They look dope. They look dope. I like them a lot. They're very unique. And like I said, I think I'm gonna get the Ron Simmons one myself. I really am. It's dope. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Check those out if you're interested in those. Thank you guys. Yeah. Alex says, is there a code so they know you sent us? There is not. Nope. It is just pretty much a promotion for anyone and everyone to go out there and get them before they're gone, because they told me that they're very limited. So there's not a lot of them. And also, thank you so much to Clayton for becoming a disciple, man. I'm sorry, I saw that while I was doing the sponsor spot, but I want to thank you so much for becoming a fellow disciple. You're the best, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy with how well this has gone in such a short period of time. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for being here and tuning in and literally just like sitting here and hanging out for talking about wrestling. Like, it means the world to me. So thank you guys so much, especially, you know, in a week like this where there's so much stuff to consume. There's so much wrestling. You know, we have pre-shows for everything. We have actual shows for everything. And then here I am doing a post show as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and supporting me. I really appreciate that. Chef says, Wale Mania, proud of you. AEW Wale Mania, proud of you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And, you know, like the great Ron Simmons would say, damn, go check out this Wale Mania gear right now. Go check it out. Ashton says, you're going to run out of raining money soon. Oh, no, we rain money all day. All day, every day here. We are going to the moon. Yeah. All jokes aside, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it a lot. Rocco says, good news. WWE and AEW are going to be in full crowds and touring again in August. AEW is confirmed to start touring again in August. Nice. Nice. I'm so excited. You know what? Maybe I'll be able to go to All Out this year. I would love that, man. We need a vacation. So maybe I'll do that. Anthony has a good point. He says the Wale Mania gear is
such good shit.
And I couldn't agree more. Man. Elver says, since Kross is the new NXT champion, I hope he has matches with guys like Pete Dunne, Kushida, Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, Dexter Lumis, and more. Me too, man. Me too. Yes, I'm very interested in seeing what they have for Kross, you know, now that he's back and he's good. He's not injured anymore. I'm really interested to see what they're able to do with him now. Anthony says April is a good month for sports. WrestleMania with a full set with 45,000 fans, and the UFC will have a full capacity crowd of 15,000 fans on the 24th. Wow, crazy. It's crazy to see the world opening back up. I love it. Ian says, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Ian. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Hope you had a good day and hope you enjoyed NXT TakeOver. It's good. It's very good. Some would say that it is
such good shit.
Philip is here. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Philip says, can you say in the microphone, you are the Nexus, you were against us? I'll get you once. All right. I got you, Philip. I'll do it in the AOW Mart voice, okay? All right, here we go. You are the Nexus, or you were against us. There you go, man. Ayan says, are you going to do a vlog if you ever go to watch a pay-per-view? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, it just depends on everything that goes on. But yeah, it's certainly a possibility. I have my camera. I'm holding it right here in my hand. Look at this. You can hear it. It's right here. It's in my hand. Amazon delivered the mount and the power supply today, so I can hoist this bad boy up in a position on a mount. So I'll play with that later tonight, and it'll be interesting. Be very interesting. So, you know, I could always get a gimbal and take that with us or something like that. I mean, I do have an iPhone as well that I could use as well, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. Anthony says, will you do a setup tour? Sure. Yeah, actually. I watch setup tours all the time. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. But yeah, sure. Once I get into things, sure. Yeah, I'll do one. Maybe I'll do two of them. I'll do one before I change my setup, and then I'll do one afterwards. Because right now I'm still kind of just set up with all my old stuff that I had before we moved. It's just kind of thrown together still. Even though we've been here for like 5 months, it's just that getting technology at this point in time it's damn near impossible. It's so bad because of the pandemic and all that stuff. There's not a lot of stuff that you can buy. Even this camera that I got, it's a Sony A6100. They're sold out everywhere. You can't buy them. No one has them. You can buy them on Amazon, but you have to get like the $1,200 one. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm not paying $1,200 for it. So I found someone that was selling one on Craigslist, and I was able to work out a deal with them. And I got it, but it's been almost a year. I still haven't been able to get a new CPU for my computer or a graphics card or anything like that. So it's crazy. Shotzi Blackheart in the building. How are you doing? Alex says, Philip, you already saw Wade Barrett today. Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Sure, Philip. If you don't spam today, we'll do a core picture for sure. For sure. Jan says, yeah, I did watch TakeOver. Really enjoyed it. And I guess Cole versus Kyle match was probably the best match of TakeOver. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. I had a lot of fun with the match as well. I mean, God, let me look. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I did 13 posts for the Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole match. And I really only started going like ham on the posts like halfway through it. So it's crazy. James says Adam Cole's new theme song sounds like a revamped version of the UE song being performed by a pep rally. I was expecting his Ring of Honor I've Got Something For You song, but WWE can't buy the rights to it. Fair enough. I'm not familiar with his Ring of Honor music. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I'm not really digging the new theme music for Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly, if I'm being honest. Anthony says, wow, you've been doing this for 4 months and look where you are. Has it been 4 months? It has been 4 months, hasn't it? Because I started sometime in December. That's crazy. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it at all. Let me see. How many videos do I have? Does it show me? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Wow, 4 months. Yeah. So the first Future Endeavors post show was on December 2nd. So we're like a week past it. That's crazy. Sting debuted on that night. Man, that was such a good night for me to start these. That was cool. That was really cool. WWE Emoji says, should Dakota Kai be the next challenger for Raquel Gonzalez? I would like to see her do it a little bit later. You know, I would like to have them feud a little bit later down the line. But I think it's inevitable. I think it's going to happen at some point. For sure. Alex Silver says, how did the scrubbing feature work on Peacock? There is not one. There is not one yet. So Peacock is pretty much just live. If you miss it, you're shit out of luck. And if you want to go back and watch it, you have to wait until, I think they said 15 minutes before the show is available, like on demand, and then you can scrub through the entire thing, which really sucks. We did talk about it yesterday, though. Someone on Peacock did say that iOS devices, so iPhones, iPads, Apple TVs, and stuff like that, they will have hopefully a pause and scrubbing feature, a rewind feature by WrestleMania, but everyone else will have to wait a little bit longer. I think they said that everyone else will get it by SummerSlam, so August. So hopefully, if you guys, have Peacock and you're watching it, hopefully you have some sort of Apple device to watch it on. Libra says, gotta go AOW, got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Have a good night. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you tuning in. It means the world to me. Hopefully your doctor appointment goes well, my friend. Hopefully it goes well. Victor says, Dr. Britt Baker still wears the hardcore pants in the family. True. True. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa's match was awesome. That was amazing. Jan says, just a suggestion, you seem a little nervous when you shoot a prediction video. Like in live stream, you talk frankly with us, but in the videos, a little bit nervous. Really? Does it come across nervous? No, I don't mean for it to be. I'm certainly not nervous. I don't know. I'll have to listen. I usually listen to them back in the clips. I don't watch the entire thing. So how I film them is in segments. So I'll be like, okay, here's the intro. I'll record the intro. I'll listen to it and I'm like, cool. I said everything I wanted to say, or I feel like I did. So I'll put that in. And then I'm like, okay, this is going to be the first match. So I'll record that and then I'll listen to it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check it out. I don't know. Anthony says WrestleMania next year should be, wait for it,
Such good shit.
with everything opening back up. Man, I hope. I can't wait for things to start opening back up. I can't wait for the world to be normal again. It's been too long, man. It's been too long. James says, whoops, I got to start downloading things from community creations from 2K19 and 20 quick before June 1st. What, are they going to cut them off or something? Do I like Justin Gabriel? I didn't watch wrestling during that time. I didn't watch during any of that. Anthony says, gotta go now. I'm back. How are you doing? I'm good, man. Hope you're doing well as well. Jan says, your prediction videos are awesome. You really speak up the facts and give your honest opinion. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoy them. I do want to do more videos going forward. They'll start after WrestleMania. I didn't want to do it to myself now because of all the stuff that is going on with all the shows and stuff. But after WrestleMania is when I'll start doing other types of videos and stuff like that. And then maybe in like a month or two or something like that, we'll start doing face cam. I'm still piecing together all the pieces. I certainly do need to go get the lights and stuff. And I need to kind of decorate my room behind me. It's just a blank wall with a dresser. Like, if you could look right behind me right now, it's 2 IKEA dressers, 2 black ones, and it just has a shit ton of Yeezys on top of it. That's like pretty much the only thing I have in my room, and there's nothing on the walls. So I have to make it look not as boring as well. Andre says, is it just me or is it strange to be near people now? Yeah, it's stay the hell away from me. Stay away. It is weird. It's weird. Philip says, but did you hear about Justin Gabriel? Because he's good, hot fire. He's one of my favorite high flyers. I have heard of the name. Yes, I have. Safa says, hearing the NXT chants and the Fight Forever chants during Cole and Kyle's and Devlin versus Escobar's match was amazing. Yes. It was great, man. I was so happy to see people in the building for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. It did sound like they had the fake WWE crowd noise in there. It was just turned down really low, but you're not fooling me, WWE. I can hear it. I can hear it. Rocco says, the other day, your old post shows were in my recommended and I watched it and I can tell you got so much comfortable and you're doing amazing. Thank you, man. Yeah. Oh, you know, maybe I should go back and watch my Winter is Coming one. I can't tell you guys how uncomfortable I was. I was so uncomfortable. Like, it's gotten a lot easier for me to just kind of talk, but I've always been one of those people that I will do anything to get out of a speech. I have no interest in talking in front of people or being like the center of attention and all of that. So for me, like, if you've never looked at a YouTube dashboard, essentially, or like a live stream dashboard, essentially you have your chat on the right. You have like some analytics in front of you that say how many people are here, how many people are chatting, how many people have tuned in over the time, and about how much the average watch time is at the moment. But there's a little concurrent viewers number that tells you how many people are currently watching you. And man, when I hit the live button for the first time on Winter is Coming, it got up to like 200 people or something like that. And I'm just like, fuck. Oh my God. What'd I get myself into? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I just pushed live and I'm hoping that we could put something together. So shout out to everyone that tuned in for that and stuck with me through that. Yeah, I have to go through. Alex says you should do a reaction video to watching it. Sure. Yeah, I could do that. maybe that's something better to wait for and do when I get my camera set up, so you guys can see the cringe in my face when I watching myself struggle. That's gonna be brutal for me to watch. That's gonna be brutal. Rocco says that's the one I was watching and you sounded robotic and I can tell you were uncomfortable. Really? Oh man. You know, I might turn it on later tonight and just kind of like scrub through it at little points. But oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to be brutal. A watch along of my own video. I don't know if I could do. They're like 2 hours long, man. 2 hours long. You know, I was kind of thinking of doing a Stand and Deliver Night 2 watch along tonight instead of a post show, but I didn't have enough like notice to give people to try and do that instead. So I just went with the good old fashioned post show. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about changing it up a little bit. Jan says AOW rumors say that there are also going to be cardboard cutouts of fans at WrestleMania. I'm down for that. I think it looks a lot better than the Thunderdome stuff. It's just not for me. The Thunderdome has never really been for me. Shotzi says Raw and SmackDown should do what NXT is doing. The noise is killing me. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? The noise, it's so crazy. Like, if you go back and watch a wrestling show, that is not how the crowd sounds. They're not that loud all the time. Like, of course, there's highs and lows for a show, but, you know, when people are just doing tie-ups and stuff, people aren't going batshit crazy in the stands. They're just kind of hanging out and chilling. And then when something crazy happens, you know, the level rises a lot and everyone gets excited and all of that. But they just have it on like 15 the entire night. It's crazy. Safa says WrestleMania will counter Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly with Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. I'll leave you guys with that. Yeah. We're so thankful for that match. So thankful. Rocco says Baron Corbin blocked me also today, and I don't even comment on his post or anything. That's your 50th block? Damn, bro. You out here pissing people off left and right. That's crazy. I don't know how many people blocked me. It's not my intention to piss someone off or anything like that. Like, I always tell you guys that my criticisms and stuff like that is always more so on the company and the people behind the scenes rather than the people who were just doing their job. For me to say that Baron Corbin's gimmick is trash is no effect on like him personally. And if I'm being honest, and I always say this too, which is kind of weird. So I'd be very curious to know what made him block me. I always say that I think Baron Corbin's very talented. And he has some of the most protective finishers and signatures in the business. You know? So I'm never out here trying to pick fights with wrestlers. I would prefer to be friendly with the wrestlers and be on the same page as them. You know? We're just talking about a bad show. It is what it is. Like, unless he's the one writing the shows, I don't really think you should be offended about it. And especially when you're looking at the ratings, you're looking at the reactions that everyone is getting for all of this stuff. It's not good. It's not good. Ayan says, you know, a fact that when WWE streamers do a face cam review post show, they get more and more audience. Example, Wrestling Days. He does face cam and he gets 600 or 700 viewers. Yeah, you know, it's something that I've come to realize. I feel like just in life, I'm being held back by not being an actual person that you can see and kind of interact with. I think it's holding me back on a lot of things. I have another account. I'll tell you what is happening without being too specific on it. But I have another account, a very large account. It's like 152,000 followers on Instagram that I run every single day as well. It's not as like in depth as this. It's more so kind of like reposting and kind of stuff like that. It is based on technology. And so I am currently working with a company that is large. They make TVs and they make computers. Or sorry, they make TVs and gaming monitors. and a bunch of other electronic stuff. And they reached out to me to promote some of their stuff, specifically a monitor. And I was like, bro, I want one. But they were like, no. So they paid me instead. But I see other people who have like way less of an audience than I do, and they get them sent to them for free. And I want one. And they're like $1,000. So I don't want to buy them myself. I want 3 of them. But just one would be fine. So I really feel like not being a person kind of holds me back in a lot of ways for these. It was always, my intentions were always to be anonymous. Like I like it. I like the mysterious part about it. I think that it makes things a little bit more interesting, that it could be anyone. I think that's fun. Like, I like the mystery behind being anonymous. I think that plays a lot of fun into it, but it's just, I want to go further. So you got to do what you got to do. Elver says, I think Corbin blocked you because he knew you were too good for him to compete with when it comes to cooking steaks / meats. I couldn't agree more, man. I couldn't agree more. He probably stumbled across one of my things saying that like Raw was trash or something, and he was probably like, he probably went like this. And, was like, oh, I'm going to look at this guy's profile. And then he pulls it up and he saw my stories and he saw that thick, juicy boy steak. And let me say that again, that thick, juicy boy steak. And he was like, bro, I can't. No, I can't have this guy on my timeline. I must eliminate him. I must get rid of him. Safa says, I hope they run Kushida versus Pete Dunne back on Tuesday night. Their match on night 1 was really short. I'd prefer them to not have it ran back, but that's just me. Corbin probably has Gordon Ramsay blocked. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Ashton says, we still need an AOW versus Baron Corbin in a steak cook-off match with Gordon Ramsay as the judge. Man, I would love to meet Gordon Ramsay. Ember Moon was on Hell's Kitchen. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I've seen every single episode of Hell's Kitchen for the 14, 17 seasons that are already out of it. I love that show. But Ember Moon was on it recently. It's crazy. James says, Raquel Gonzalez's theme song reminds me of Korn's Coming Undone mixed together with Megadeth's Peace Sells. Interesting. I'll have to take another listen and see. I'm very familiar with both of those songs. Very familiar. What is my dream WrestleMania card? I have no clue, dude. No clue. Rocco says, Rollins blocked me because I asked him to compare pedigrees instead of bank accounts. Yeah, that sounds about right. Has he? I hope that he hasn't blocked me. Father Rollins, you better not. Nope. He's still here. Ooh. Okay. Safa says Kyle O'Reilly played his own theme song. He's a guitarist. Really? If that's the case, I can't shit on it. So I guess Kyle O'Reilly's theme song is great. It's good. Ashley says Gordon Ramsay to Baron Corbin. This Burger King is raw. That's right. It is. Alex says, where's the lamb sauce? Damn it. Where is the lamb sauce? Andre says, Io Shirai is not ready for the main roster, ? She's way better than most women that are on the main roster. I don't think she's headed that way. I don't think she's headed to the main roster. They just made a post. It kind of seems like she's going to linger around. Anthony says, will you ever make your own theme song? I've thought about it. It depends. I used to be in a lot of bands. I've probably been in like 10 different bands over the years. So I do know how to play guitar, bass, and drums. And now that we have our own house, like I was thinking about going out and buying like some decent gear, nothing too crazy, maybe like $1,500 or less or something like that for all of them, maybe even $1,000 or less. And then just trying to make my own intro music and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's something I've considered, maybe eventually at some point. Jan says, did you see in a video that Bianca Belair is creating her WrestleMania outfit on her own? That's cool. I think she does that a lot, though. I think she creates her own gear. Rock says, DMX is still alive. His manager said he's still alive. Thank God, man. Thank God. That's trending. DMX is not dead. Thank God. Man, I hate it. I hate it when stuff like this happens. I hate it. Still, thoughts and prayers go out to his family. It's very difficult times right now, obviously. Alex says, who should Kross's first feud be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if who do you guys want to see Karrion Kross feud with first? Who's someone that would be really good? Pete Dunne would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'm trying to think of the people that he's already wrestled because I can't remember. Has he already wrestled Tommaso Ciampa? That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Walter. Oh, yes, Walter. Triple H recently said, I think it was on one of the media scrums, that he's welcoming Walter with open arms. If he wants to work NXT and NXT UK, he can. They said it's only about a 7-hour flight for him to get here, so he's more than welcome to as well. His debut was against Ciampa. Okay. Well, maybe Ciampa for an NXT Championship match. That'd be cool. Bronson Reed would be pretty cool. I don't feel like LA Knight is ready, and I just hate that name. Safa says, we haven't seen Dijakovic since he murdered him on NXT. That's right. That's right. Maybe he'll come back for vengeance. Look at what you made me do. You made me a part of the Foot Clan, and look at what it did to my career. Yes, breaking news. DMX is not dead. Yes, thank you guys for letting me know. Thank you guys. Cameron Grimes. I don't feel like Cameron Grimes should be in that position at the moment. Personally, that's just me personally. I don't think he should be in that position at this moment. I don't. But anyways, let's talk about this show. We're an hour and 8 minutes in. Let's talk about this show here for a little bit. Let me scroll all the way down here so that I can get to the meat and potatoes here. Tonight's episode, tonight's pay-per-view, whatever it is that you want to call it, the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2 started off with a performance by Poppy. I don't think I'll ever understand Poppy. And I'm not even old. I don't even feel, I'm 31 years old. I guess if you can consider that old, I guess. I don't feel old. I still feel very young. I'm still cool. I'm still hip. I listen to hip hop, but not, maybe I am like an old man, like get off my lawn, old man. Maybe. I don't know. I listen to hip hop and rap, and I listen to some like speed metal, thrash metal. Sometimes I listen to like some death metal as well. So like I'm a little bit versatile in the music that I listen to, but even as a kid, like I never listened to the radio. As soon as I got an iPod, man, the radio, that was old news, bro. I haven't listened to the radio since an iPod came out. That's all. So I don't know. I've never been like hip and on the new music. It was never my thing. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't have any clue who Poppy is. I don't know. She performed when I was there at NXT TakeOver Portland. I don't understand anything that happened. The sound was not mixed very well for that, so you couldn't really hear what was going on. Ashton says, how old am I? I am 31. I am 31. I will be 32 years old this year. Getting old. But like I said, I don't feel like it. I still feel like a young little lad, young lad. I still feel like, honestly, like I still feel like I'm like 18 years old. It's weird to think that I'm like a grown ass adult. It's just weird. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Andre says Carlito will not spit in the face of AOW. That's right, because I'm cool. I'm cool. Ashley says 31 years of truth. Yes. Yes, that is right. 31 years of preaching the truth to everyone. That's what I've been doing. That's what I was put here on this planet to do, this earth. Saba says, I honestly think Kyle O'Reilly should dethrone Kross and have a big crowning moment. You know, with my predictions, I would have had Finn Balor retain the NXT Championship tonight. I would have had Karrion Kross move to Raw or SmackDown. And then I would have had Kyle O'Reilly be the one to dethrone Finn Balor. That was my booking. But apparently they see things differently than me. Ian says, yeah, I heard that DMX manager Steve is saying that he is alive. Just people are doing fake rumors. Yeah, man, I hate it when people do that. I hate it. Glad to hear that he's okay. Or, you know, still with us. Who do I think will be the first man to pin Kross? I don't know, but I hope it's a big deal. I hope they play on it a lot going into it. Zach says, did you see Eric Redbeard tweeting Triple H saying how he wanted to fight Walter? That would be great. I did not. No, I did not. I'd be down for that. You know, I miss Eric Redbeard. The Eric Rowan show. I miss it. I miss it now that it's gone. And you know, he used to follow me. He used to follow me on Instagram. He doesn't anymore. I'm not quite sure when that changed. But I hope that I hope that he saw one of my dumbass posts about an episode of the Eric Rowan show, and his like caged bag spider thing or whatever. I hope that he saw one of those and he was like, like, this is great. And then, I don't know. He probably got tired of seeing all my shit because I post like 100 times a day, I swear. But that was funny. Elver says, I think Dexter Lumis should be the one to dethrone Karrion Kross. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I see Dexter Lumis as like a world champion. I'm not quite sure. I definitely think that Dexter Lumis would be a really good NXT North American champion like soon. So I maybe that step first and then see how things go. And then maybe see how he'll go up. Xia Li should be the one to dethrone Raquel Gonzalez. Facts. That or T and Shaw, like, man, I hope that they do more stuff on on Tuesday with T and Shaw. Like, I want to know what the end goal is. What's the end goal? Is T and Shaw just always going to sit in the chair and be some sort of weird manager there for Xia Li and Boa? Is she gonna wrestle at some point? Is she gonna get her hands dirty? Like, I don't know. I love T and Shaw so much. I love the gimmick. I love the character. I love all of that stuff so much. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. Pete versus Kross, I'm 100% down to see that. Pete Dunne kicks all of the ass. He's amazing. I always love seeing him wrestle. I really want to see Pete Dunne and Daniel Bryan as well. That'd be a good one. Zach says everyone ripped on that stupid spider in a cage gimmick though. Yeah, but like for me, I mean, maybe I should start doing this more often instead of just being an asshole all the time. But like the whole thing was me just trying to be entertaining. The whole like Eric Rowan show, the whole stupid gimmick thing was to kind of like attempt to get my mind and everyone else's mind off of this shitty thing that was happening and like every single week, and just try to make it more interesting, make it more fun, like just have everyone have a good time and be able to still watch it but kind of take their mind off of the shittiness of the show, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do that a lot of times with some of the things. Like I'll just randomly start doing this like weird gimmick thing for them, and that was, I think, one of the first, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was sad when it came to an end. At the end of the day, I started all this social media stuff just to have fun. Like it was never about any of this other stuff. It's always been about fun. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to revisit that. We'll see. WWE Emoji says, do you miss Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, the Broserweights? Yes, I loved the Broserweights, man. They were so good together. Ashton says, I'm surprised AEW hasn't picked up Eric Redbeard to replace Brody Lee as the leader of the Dark Order. I thought that they would have, and I thought that would have been great as well. You know, not and I wouldn't use the word replace for that, but you know, I would have it be him filling in, and like he's like, look, I'm here for one specific thing. I'm here for Brody. I'm not here to take over the Dark Order. I'm here to fulfill his dreams. I'm here to see all of this through, and I'm here to make what he envisioned happened. That's what I was expecting to see, so kind of shocked to not see that. Maybe at some point we will. I don't know. Obi James says, gotta head out, AOW. Have a good night. Thank you, man, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Christopher says, and on GCW's Bloodsport, we had Josh Barnett versus Moxley in the main event. I know. I'm going to go watch that. I'm going to go find it and watch it after this, because I really want. I swear, I always am like, I see Bloodsport and I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch this. I cannot wait to watch this. And then something happens and I like either forget about it or it's on during something else, so I can't necessarily watch it. And I'm like, man, so I heard that it was on, but like during NXT is when I heard it was on. I'm like, God, you got to be kidding me. Come on. I want to watch it. So I'm going to go find that match probably later tonight before I do my WrestleMania Night 2 predictions. I still need to get that video out. So I don't know if it'll be out tomorrow morning. I might kind of do it on Saturday because I'm tired as hell. I'm so tired. Philip says, what time the show ends? We usually run about 2 hours. I might cut it a little bit short tonight. There's not a lot of matches to talk about. There's only like 4 or 5. So I don't know. It just depends on when we get done talking about it. But I do want to start talking about NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2. The first match on the show, Santos Escobar taking on Jordan Devlin to figure out who is the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight champion. Jose says, hey, greetings from Dominican Republic. Thank you, man, for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. I don't know who Escobar was paying homage to with the face mask thing that he had on, but they said he was paying homage to someone. So I don't know. If you know, let me know down in the chat. But the visual was so good, man. His mask with the face mask over the top of it. It's so good. Like this picture that I screenshotted honestly, it is
such good shit.
It's so good. It's him like with his hands up, kind of, he was raising his hands towards his face and pulling down the mask. I loved it. The visual was just so good. This was a really good way to start off the show. And like, everyone wants to watch a ladder match. Ladder matches are great. And this one was great as well. Anthony says, who won the match? I did not watch. So Santos Escobar was the one to pick up the win here. He is currently the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight champion. So a kind of a hashtag and still, but also a hashtag and new, I guess, on this one. Safa says they said the mask represented death and he's carrying death with him. That's badass. I like it. I love it. I like it. WWE Emoji says, isn't it surprising that Chris Jericho is a guest on the Broken Skull sessions? Yes, it is. I cannot wait to watch that on Sunday. Can't wait. Christopher says he said it in the press conference. I believe he was paying homage to Hector Garza. Cool. Awesome. I loved it. It looked amazing. I thought it came off very well. Very, very, very well. So the only thing that I'm kind of curious here is he going to carry around both of these straps? Or is he just going to have one of them going forward? I would prefer to just have him have one of them going forward. I don't really think we need to have this guy carrying around 2 NXT Cruiserweight championships. Like, they're literally the same title. So, just carry around one. It's not like he's going to defend one and then not defend the other. We don't need to have 2 NXT Cruiserweight championships. So, I don't know. Hopefully, he's just carrying one. I can't see them really coming out with a new design for like the Undisputed one, considering that this is still a fairly new design. This is like a year and a half old, 2 years old, maybe at the latest. So still pretty new. Sava says Santos booking has been really good. I like Santos Escobar. I really liked him as what was his name? What was his name before? And I'm so mad. Santos Escobar. Phantasma. What was it? El Hijo del Fantasma. I love that name. I love it. And I was so mad that I worked so hard to learn how to spell it right that whole time when he was in that cruiserweight tournament or whatever the hell it was that he was in. And that at the end of it, he took off his mask and he's like, I'm Santos Escobar. And I was like, damn, bro, like I can spell that easily. Come on now. But yeah, I love the presentation. I really like Legado del Fantasma as well as a group. Like I like the whole, I believe it's Aztec-ish like feel that they have going on with all of it. It's really good. James says Santos celebrating with his son and Legado del Fantasma reminds me of the Dark Order. Yeah, it was really good. So if you guys weren't watching the event afterwards, his son came out as well as Legado del Fantasma, and he gave his mask to his son and one of the NXT Cruiserweight Championships, and they posed for a good like 3 or 4 minutes for sure. It was really cool. I like seeing stuff like this. Even with heels, you know, I like it. Victor says he was King Cuervo in Lucha Underground. Yes. And you can watch Lucha Underground for free on Tubi. It's one of the things that I want to go through and watch all the way through. Because it's such a cool idea for a show. Lucha Underground is an amazing idea for a show. It's a shame that they had to be assholes and ruin it. Because to me, I think that's incredible. I love it. So I want to go through and watch all of it and kind of, you know, see what's going on. Christopher says, I wanted to see Santos Escobar versus Andrade if he would have returned to NXT before he decided to leave the company. That'd be great. He would have been a really good part of the stable as well, I think. They could have thrown him in there. My God, the yawns. Andrade, NXT champion. Escobar, NXT Cruiserweight champion. Legado del Fantasma, NXT Tag Team Champions. You love to see it. Zelina Vega returns, and she is the NXT Women's Champion. Dominant stable. Delight says, I didn't get to see it. What did I miss? I mean, you know, it was your pretty good standard ladder match. There was a couple of really good spots here, especially with Jordan Devlin. He did a Spanish fly to Escobar off of the ladder. He did a moonsault on Escobar from the top of a ladder. It was really good. At the very end, the last spot was Escobar sending Jordan Devlin through a ladder that was kind of hoisted up around the turnbuckles, and he went right through it as well. So it was good. It was good. It was a good match to kick off the show. I liked it, and I'm glad. I had my pick was for Santos Escobar retaining, or yeah, I guess whatever you want to say, winning the match. So I'm happy to see that happen. You know, I think Jordan Devlin is talented as well, but Escobar is doing so well with it right now. Like, why change it? You know, let's just keep going with what we have. If it's broken, or if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Just leave it. We're here. Everything's fine. Let's just keep everything running. Zach Stone says, I love Legado del Fantasma. Joaquin Wilde is stupidly talented. Yeah, you know, I'm surprised they haven't used him more as well. I thought he was going to be a huge deal in NXT. I really did. Alex says, have to go, man. See you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, man. I hope, hopefully you have a good rest of your night. Delight says, I missed the whole thing. Well, we're just kind of getting into talking about the show, so we got you covered, man. We got you covered. Mike New York says, how am I supposed to boo Santos after his son segment? Yeah, I mean, I get it. It is kind of weird. You know, I can't remember what, I think it was right before the main event. They showed Raquel Gonzalez in the crowd as well with her women's championship, and she's supposed to be a heel from what I understand, right? And she just had like the biggest smile on her face. She looked like a genuine face character as well. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Christopher says, then we had Shotzi and Ember defeat The Way. The spot where Shotzi had that nasty landing though. Yeah, dude. That was brutal. That was a that was a brutal one. So yeah, next up, we'll go ahead and move on to the next match here. We had Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon defending their NXT Women's Tag Team Championships against Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. I thought this match was good as well. It was good. Elver says, thanks for a great stream, AOW. I got to go to sleep soon, but I'll be back tomorrow for SmackDown. Thank you, man, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure to chat with you as well. Andre says, heels can't be happy now. They have feelings too. I mean, yeah, I know. I get it. Like, you know, even a person that's an asshole and a heel, like they're going to be nice to their significant other, their children and their friends and stuff like that. But it's just weird to see someone who's supposed to be like the bad guy just smiling and being all happy. It's just kind of weird, you know? But yeah, this match, it was good. It was good. Shotzi Blackheart is crazy. Absolutely crazy. She went to go do a suicide dive to the outside on Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell, and she kind of went like right between them. Literally right between the middle of them. It's like she perfectly missed them. Just right over the top of them. And it looked like she crash landed like right on top of her head. And I was like, damn, bro, that has got to hurt. I hope that she's all good. And she got right up and walks it off like nothing had ever happened, which is extremely impressive because I feel like I would be dead. I would be dead after something like that. Like, I can't believe it. It's crazy. It is crazy. Ian says, till now, NXT TakeOver has been way better than WrestleMania. Yeah, for sure. The build was good too. Safa says, don't let any of this distract you from the fact that Timothy Thatcher has been kidnapped from a month. The NXT parking lot has struck again. Yeah, man, it's like the most dangerous place in the entire world. It's crazy. Safa also says the referee rushed to her after that dive. Yeah, which is kind of why I was like worried. I was like, oh, damn. I hope she's good. I hope she's good. But she got right back up. A real trooper. James says NXT CWC should keep the fixed LED fan board, the extra crowd row, and the X's on the ceiling. Yeah, I really liked the presentation tonight. I liked it a lot. I think it kind of sets them apart to have that big LED board in the back where they put the matches on them. They put the like logos and stuff for people who win. I love it. Andre says Shotzi doesn't give about her body. Yeah, that was apparent with that dive. It was crazy. Speaking of the devil, Shotzi says all builds for NXT takeovers are
such good shit.
Couldn't agree more. And you know what? We need to have a talk. We need to talk about how people don't explode or people are not throwing up or shitting themselves when people jump from off the top rope onto someone laying down on the mat. I don't ever want to experience this for myself, but I just don't understand. I don't understand how someone like, what is this, just like a backdrop? Is that what you would call this? So she jumped off of the top rope, went straight down to Indi Hartwell, landed on her back first. So Shotzi Blackheart's back to Indi Hartwell's stomach from the top rope. How did people not explode from that? I don't get it. Darby Allin's coffin drop, like he typically lands right on top of you. Jeff Hardy, you know, back in the day, Jeff Hardy with his Swanton bombs, he used to be very generous, I guess is the word that I would use. And you can tell like from back in the day when he would do it, he would kind of land with his shoulders or his like head on their side. So he wasn't really like making a lot of impact. I'm sure it still probably hurt, but these days, this dude is landing on you like a plus sign, like straight in the middle, like hit the The middle of his back is going straight into your stomach. How can someone, you know what? All right, hold on. How much does Jeff Hardy weigh? Well, this man's got to be like 2 something. Jeff Hardy weight. What, 215? Oh, Jeff Hardy weighs 225 pounds. Imagine a guy weighing 225 pounds jumping off of the top rope and his back landing straight on your stomach. Ugh. Death. How do you not shit yourself from that? How are you not throwing up from that? Finn Balor, let's see how much Finn Balor weighs. So, sometimes Finn Balor supposedly weighs 190 pounds. Finn Balor does the same thing with his feet. And, sometimes it looks a little less painful when he does it. But sometimes this dude be landing straight on top of you. Like, their actual stomach, their hands are not up for all of these. Oh, my God, man. I cannot understand how people survive these things like that. Tozawa senton bomb off the top. That's another one. Man, it hurts. It hurts even thinking about it. Anthony says Bronson Reed does a frog splash as well. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure on like the ins and outs of wrestling moves and stuff, but I feel like you would kind of soak up most of the blow for something like that. You would probably land on your knees or thigh area and probably on like your elbows and kind of stuff like that. God damn though. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. It's gotta be soul crushing. Ooh. Jimbo says he bends when he lands on the stomach. Yeah, but I mean, just coming down from that height, like that's a heavy dude, 190 pounds still. Like Jeff Hardy, 225, just coming at you. Like, oh my God. Oh my God, man. It's gotta be painful as hell. Gotta be. Dewey says this match was insane. It was good. It was good. Andre says, and they contract their stomach so it doesn't hurt so much. Oh man. If that helps, I mean, shout out to them. I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, bro. I don't get it. Mike says, I wonder who's getting called up after WrestleMania. So my predictions for call-ups were Io Shirai, Karrion Kross, and Adam Cole. Io Shirai and Adam Cole could still potentially happen, but Karrion Kross beat Finn Balor and became the NXT champion once again. So that's out of the question. James says Jeff Hardy should win the 2022 Royal Rumble and win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 38. Sure. I'd be down to see another Jeff Hardy run. It's a shame that, they're not really using him. It's really a shame. Jeff Hardy and, Matt Hardy has said this too. Like, look, I only have a couple years left at best. And I want to do what I have a passion for doing. I want to do it while I can still do it before I'm forced to move on and be a producer or a manager or some other thing like that. So I have no problem with Jeff Hardy coming in and becoming world champion, having that run, having no words back in front of fans and all that. The guy deserves it. He's a legend. And I think it was a couple days ago, Matt Hardy posted on Twitter that he would take questions and he would answer the five most interesting ones. And one of them was about his brother, Jeff. And he did say that he hopes and he believes that they will finish their careers how they went in. So hopefully, they're going to be a tag team again. So hopefully one day we'll see Jeff Hardy make his way to AEW as well. I certainly can't see Matt Hardy going back to WWE. So that would really be the only choice, is Jeff going there. And then, just having Jeff would just have to work out his situation with Vince McMahon. Kind of like Chris Jericho did. He said that WWE is not for him anymore. The creative plans that he has, they don't want to do. And he wants to go somewhere where he can be creative and do all these other things. So he said he spoke to Vince a couple times about it, and he said that, yeah, you'll be a great asset for AEW and no hard feelings. Same thing, Big Show, I believe. I believe he said something about that as well. So yeah, maybe Jeff Hardy will be able to do that. Jimbo Jack says Vader's moonsault is an instant death. Oh, God. Yeah. Whew, that's a big man to be landed on top of you. You know, one of the things, too, since we're talking about it, you know, Rikishi used to just sit his ass down right on top of someone's chest. That had to, oh, God, that had to suck the life out of you instantly. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he would stand over their chest and just like literally just kick his feet up. And that whole ass, that 225-pound ass of Rikishi would just impact with someone's chest, man. Oh, God. Good Lord. Mike says, find Bayley. She's missing. I know, it sucks, right? Bayley should be on WrestleMania this year. Bayley's great. Interesting to know. There's probably not going to be any developments on this, but Io Shirai says she wants to face Bayley at WrestleMania this year. Little late, you know. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be interesting. I would love to see Io Shirai versus Bayley. Why not? Charles says, man, that main event was better than sliced bread. What's next for Kross and Johnny TakeOver? I'm not sure, man. I am not sure. It'll be interesting to see, that is for sure. Okay, so what is up next here? What is up next? So as always, or not as always, but anyways, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart defeat Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae to retain their NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. And Vic Joseph actually made a correction to what he said after or during the end of the show yesterday. He said that Raquel Gonzalez was the first woman ever to hold the NXT Women's Championship and the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, but he was wrong. He spoke a little bit too soon because Ember Moon is a former NXT Women's Champion, and Ember Moon is obviously currently the NXT Tag Team Champion, or Women's Tag Team Champion as well. So Ember Moon was the first to do it, not Raquel Gonzalez. She was the second. But it's all good. All good. And, you know, like a little asterisk by Raquel Gonzalez being the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion for like 35 minutes. That's cool. Christopher Flores says Bronson Reed versus Johnny Gargano. I liked that match. I liked it a lot. Andre says Bayley could do an open challenge at Mania and Io would answer it. I'd be totally down for that. I would ignore my hate for the wild card rule for that, for sure. Jan says, remember Jeff used to perform a move where he used to jump from a ladder and deliver a leg drop with no risk? That guy's crazy. Jeff Hardy's insane. Christopher says, I'm not a fan of so many NXT superstars getting new themes. Dunn, Cole, and Riley. Yeah, dude, Pete Dunne, his theme slapped as well. It's crazy. It is crazy, man. Ashton says, I like Indi Hartwell. She has a lot of potential. She does. She's great. I think Austin Theory does as well. Austin Theory has a lot of potential. So anyways, next up we have Zach says he actually corrected the mess up tonight by acknowledging Ember was the first. Thank God. Yeah, that was why it came to my mind. Yeah, while they were doing the entrance, he corrected himself, which I love to see. He probably said it and then was like, God damn it. Shotzi says it really does. It matters how. Wait, what? It really does. It matters how is first. It matters how you win it. Yeah. I see what you're talking about with the Raquel winning the tag titles. Yep, I agree. So next up we have Johnny Gargano defending his NXT North American Championship against Bronson Reed. If you did not watch night 1 of Stand and Deliver, Bronson Reed was the guy that won the Gauntlet Eliminator match and earned a North American Championship shot for Johnny Gargano. This match was great. I thought that they played on big guy versus small guy very well. Johnny Gargano really struggled to take down Bronson Reed a lot of times. He couldn't knock him down. You know, he did the slingshot into the ring as well. Didn't knock him down. Lariats didn't knock knock him down. He just could not get them down. As she says, Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I'm telling you. God damn. I'm telling you, man, words are hard. Words are hard sometimes. Words be hard. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Christopher says, well, have a good night, OW. I'll try my best to tune in this Friday and hang out for a bit after SmackDown. See you, bro. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night. SmackDown should be interesting tomorrow. That's for sure. But yeah, like I said, I thought that they played on big man versus small man very well here. Very, very well here. Johnny Gargano struggled to get Bronson Reed down multiple times. Bronson Reed manhandled him. He even took out Austin Theory a couple times as well. Big man did a suicide dive, which is always really cool to see. He did a moonsault off of the top rope as well. Obviously, or unfortunately, I guess is the word I'm trying to say, he wasn't able to connect on Johnny Gargano. Oh God, that just the visual of Bronson Reed. How much does Bronson Reed weigh? Bronson Reed. Wait, I gotta know. 330 pounds. 330 pounds. Oh, just crushing you from the top rope. Good Lord, man, that would be brutal. But luckily, Johnny Gargano was able to roll out of the way for that one. Still a really cool visual, though. Very impressive. Philip says, good night. Did you read my Justin Gabriel comments about his 450 splash piece? No, I don't believe I saw it. Feel free to comment it again. Ayan says, I'm picking Shinsuke or Jey Uso to win tomorrow Battle Royal and Rey and Dominic for the SmackDown tag titles. Me too. I think that's pretty solid. The legend says Keith Lee walked so Bronson Reed could run. I love it. Perfect. It's perfect. But yeah, like I said, I thought this played very well on that. Johnny Gargano had to hit his finish twice as well, just to secure the win over Bronson Reed. So even in defeat, Bronson Reed looks great still. And this is what I talk about all the time. You know, when, yes, a loss is a loss. A loss is not very good for you, but there is a difference between putting on a really good match and taking an L as opposed to just losing in 2 or 3 minutes, getting rolled up. Bronson Reed, like I said, in defeat still looked like a beast. It took every single thing that Johnny Gargano had in him to even get him down to the mat. Having to hit your finisher twice on someone is crazy as well. So I thought this was great all around. I personally, like I said, I would have pulled the trigger and I would have made Bronson Reed the NXT North American champion. But that's just me. I'm very curious to see what happens with Johnny Gargano here. Who's going to step up to him next? Are they going to run back Dexter Lumis? It kind of seemed like from yesterday that Dexter Lumis would be feuding with LA Knight. It also seems like Swerve and Leon Ruff are going to be in a feud as well. So maybe that leaves Pete Dunne. I wouldn't be mad at that. Maybe Roderick Strong. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fish. I'm not really quite sure what he's going to do. Shotzi says, would you rather get a frog splash from Bronson Reed or get chopped by Walter? Probably a frog splash from Bronson, if I'm being honest. WWE Emoji says, do you see Becky Lynch returning to WrestleMania or after? So the thing that I read yesterday said that sooner than later, but I don't think that means like within the next 2 weeks. I would say maybe sometime around the summer. It's going to be a big event, I would imagine, when Becky Lynch returns. And they also said that Ronda Rousey is supposed to return as well. So WWE, the Raw women's division needs them, or just any women's division on Raw or SmackDown would be fine. They would benefit from them a lot. And, you know, actually that makes a lot of sense since Becky and Seth are together and they have a child. She'd probably be on SmackDown with him. Ashley says, getting chopped by Walter, so you've chosen death. Yeah, that's why I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. Anthony says, this might be random, but Jeff Hardy versus Edge for one more ladder match. If they can do it. I mean, I don't know if I would put Edge in that situation, though. We don't want him to injure himself again. The legend says Dexter Lumis could feud with LA Knight for a bit, go back to feuding with Johnny Gargano. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens. You know, maybe Austin Theory will eventually turn on Johnny Gargano. Maybe Austin Theory will be the next North American champion. You know? And it'll also be interesting to see how NXT moves forward without having to compete with AEW. Now, no one has to counter each other. No one has to worry about putting on big matches just because someone else is putting on a big match. They can just do their own thing, and I really like that. I can't wait to see both of these brands just kind of actually focus on themselves and do their own now. Delight says, I still kind of find it weird that Walter's finisher is a chop. I mean, it probably makes a lot more sense if you've experienced one. Philip says, I'm not leaving. I'm talking about your picture, your core picture. Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll wrap this up pretty soon here. Let's see here. Anthony says 5 months later, Ronda and Becky come back and get pinned by Big in 20 seconds. Yeah, right. Can they coexist? That's the title. But can they coexist? Becky Lynch, the man, has returned. Ronda Rousey is back. Can they coexist? I can see it now. Fallen, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shelva says, did Escobar turn face? I don't know. I don't know, if I'm being honest. I didn't really get a clear indication of him being a face, but if you would consider him posing with his child and Legado del Fantasma after the match, then yes, I would say so. But I'm not sure. Anthony says, if Ronda and Becky do come back, give us the main event that we were all robbed of for next WrestleMania, please. Yeah, Charlotte. Thanks. Ashton says Big should be bleeped like Gold is. See, yeah, but I like having Gold be the only thing that is bleeped, you know? Because it's like unique and it's its own thing. So for Big, we have the big sound, you know? I like it. I like it. Okay. So next up, we had our WWE NXT Championship match. Karrion Kross seeking to gain what he never really lost back from the Prince, Finn Balor. I would have bet a lot of money that Finn Balor was going to win this match and retain. I was very surprised to see Kross win. I've seen pretty mixed reviews about this match as well, so you have to let me know if you guys enjoyed this one or not down in the chat. But I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. They did a lot of really good spots with Karrion Kross. Like, I missed it, unfortunately, taking a screenshot of it, but I really liked that moment where Kross was like sitting on the back of Balor and he was just elbowing like the back of his head and the lights were out for Finn Balor. I really liked that. I really liked that a lot. I really liked the submissions and the transitions into and out of them as well. I thought that was a great addition. Finn Balor brought out a really good match in Karrion Kross tonight. And even before seeing this Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly unsanctioned match, it was obvious that that match needed to main event the night. There was so much story behind it. There's years and years and years and years packed into the story between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, where that's not necessarily the case for Finn Balor and Karrion Kross here. We knew that all hell was going to break loose in the unsanctioned match. I mean, it's an unsanctioned match, for Christ's sake. You know, that explains it all. It's going to be hard to follow up something like this. If they would have put out this 30, 40 minute, it felt like it was like 40 minutes long. I'm not sure how long it was. I'm going to say 30 minutes. You know, maybe Cage Match actually has it up. But you know, if they would have put the NXT Championship match after this, I don't think it would have worked. I don't think that it would have worked. Oh, they do have it on here. Damn. Oh, no. My apologies.
Damn.
It was 40 minutes. Wow, dude. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly went 40 minutes and 22 seconds. 40 minutes and 22 seconds. That is crazy. That's a long time to be beating the hell out of each other. Wow. Well, even Karrion Kross and Finn Balor was 17 minutes. Wow. Impressive. Very impressive. But anyways, like I was saying, I really like this match. A lot. I thought it was good. I thought it fit the characters perfectly fine. Karrion Kross's like 300 Sparta outfit is a little interesting to me. But his reign as NXT champion is welcomed. I'm interested in seeing what they have in store for him. There's a couple people that could feud with Karrion Kross. So hopefully they just keep up his momentum and they continue to do good with him. They said that Karrion Kross has won 12 singles matches. And I'm assuming they said that because when him and... Oh, they did it. But can they coexist? They had Karrion Kross and Finn Balor team up in a Can They Coexist tag team match. And Karrion Kross took out Finn Balor. Finn Balor took the L for them. So that's an L for Karrion Kross as well. So, but 12 singles wins for Karrion Kross. He's a beast. So it'll be interesting to see how long his reign is. Like I said, I thought the next champion would probably be Kyle O'Reilly after winning this match, but I was wrong. Anthony says, AOW, big question. How long has Kross been champ? A couple hours. Before, I think he lost it like immediately, right? As well. Titles. Damn. Killer Kross was the MPW champion for 903 days. Holy hell. Combined, he was the MPW champion 2 times for a combined 1,015 days. Damn. Damn. That is crazy. So technically, Karrion Kross was the NXT champion for 4 days. Oh, it's a joke? Oh, okay. Fair enough. I thought you were talking about with the other one combined as well. But there's a legit answer for you. 4 days. His first run was 4 days before he was forced to relinquish it. And now, of course, he's just out a day. I have no idea what the hell MPW is, but I'm curious since he held that title for 1,000 days. Maverick Pro Wrestling in Los Angeles, California. They have a Facebook and a Twitter. Interesting. Punk says, are you happy about Kross being a new champ? I think I would have preferred to have Balor. Oh, their account is suspended. Jesus Christ. Oh God. I would have preferred to have Finn Balor retain. Like I was saying, that's what I put in my predictions. Damn, their Facebook is down too. What are these guys doing, man? They're just pissing everyone off or something. But yeah, I would have had Finn Balor retain. That's just me. But you know, if the whole thing is to have Finn Balor go up against Walter, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm not quite sure that I would have Finn Balor be the one to dethrone Walter. I feel like I would use that for someone who's not as extremely established as Finn Balor. I think that makes a lot more sense, but I don't know how they book NXT UK at all. James says, I think Raquel should definitely turn face. She was all smiles when she was attending as a fan in night 2. A face turn would give her title reign a little more prestige. Sure. You know, maybe she'll kind of be like a tweener for a little bit here, and then Dakota will end up turning on her, you know, cementing Dakota being the heel and Raquel being the face. I could see that happening. Fallen says, I'm late, so I don't know if y'all mentioned it already, but did you see Shotzi almost die? Yeah, that suicide dive was insane. She went like right between the two of them and landed right on her head. And when I saw the referee like book it out of the ring straight to her, I was worried. But she got right back up. Ashley says Kross's first reign was short-lived because he had to relinquish the title due to injury. Yes. How many days has Roman been Universal Champion? Sure. Shotzi says Walter versus Finn Balor would be
such good shit.
And I agree. Roman Reigns. There's an N in his name. Roman Reigns. Titles. Roman Reigns has been the Universal Champion for 222 days. 222 days. Fallon says, I'm about to cop a bunch of the new ringside collectible elites. Hey, if you're in the mood to cop some things, boy, do I have something for you guys to cop. Head on over to footaction.com and get yourself some Wale Mania gear. Get yourself some Wale Mania gear right now at Foot Action. It is limited time. You can only get it for so long before it gets sold out. Wale will be performing at WrestleMania as well. Look at all this. Look at all this merch. All you have to do is say, damn. It is
such good shit.
So yeah. Go ahead and cop yourself some Wale Mania stuff. Get yourself a Booker t-shirt. You know, Bad Bunny's performing at WrestleMania. Why not get a Booker t-shirt to support Bad Bunny? Get yourself a Sasha Banks t-shirt. She's hopefully going to be in the main event of night one. Kofi Mania. Who can forget the legendary Kofi Mania win? That was incredible. Get yourselves a Ron Simmons WrestleMania themed shirt as well. Who can forget about Salmon's shirt? Mark Henry as well. He's got himself one as well. Make sure to stop by footaction.com and get yourself some Wale Mania stuff before it is gone. Thank you. Mike says Adam Cole will debut on Raw as Michael Cole's long lost son. Oh God. Oh God. Please no. Please no. Sava says Adam Cole punches referee. Also Adam Cole, you stupid referee. You had one job. Yes, that was so good. That was so good. I loved that. That was hilarious. Mikey says, where's Wale t-shirt? It's a Wale Mania, man. They all say Wale Mania on them. They're cool. Like I said earlier, I actually think I'm going to buy the Ron Simmons one. I like it. And who doesn't love Ron Simmons? Damn. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. They didn't tell me when they would be gone, but all I know is that they're super limited. So. Ashton says, we don't want another Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan storyline. Oh, God. And man, if they put Adam Cole on SmackDown, I feel like they would eventually do something like that. God, I feel like it would happen. All right. Now it is time to get to our main event. We have a couple minutes left before I have to dip out here. This main event was crazy. Absolutely insane. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly literally beat the hell out of each other for 40 minutes. This match was 40 minutes long. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You know, and theme music aside, we'll talk about Adam Cole's. Because he still did the boom. He still did the Adam Cole baby. And it just did not resonate. It didn't feel the same. Like the energy was just, it wasn't there. The hype wasn't there. Even with the crowd in attendance, I don't feel like I heard anyone say boom. I don't feel like I heard anyone say Adam Cole, baby, either. I don't know. It just, the energy felt way different. It felt off for Adam Cole's entrance. It was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and listen to his music, but I really wish they would have just let Adam Cole keep the Undisputed Era music. I don't know why they wouldn't. Or, I mean, I guess if it's the CFO money sign, I guess if they own it, it makes sense. But, you know, just a remix of it, I feel like would have been fine as well. Just a kind of a remixed version of it that kind of had like the same thing going on to it, but just a little bit different. I would have loved that. I think it would have fit perfectly fine. Warrior says Adam's entrance doesn't hit the same anymore. Shock the System was perfect. It really was. It really was. And I'll never forget. We went to an NXT event, and we heard that music play like 8 times because every single person had a match on the card, and I'm pretty sure they all won. So you got to hear it when they came out, and then when they won as well. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, the Undisputed Era music, to me, is iconic. So to have it be gone, it really sucks. ID says, I think that now Balor and Adam coming to the main roster. Balor, I don't think so. Cole, very possible. Very possible. Jan says, can you guess my favorite wrestler right now? Your favorite wrestler right now is... who's a good one? Santos Escobar. That's who I'm picking. Safa says, I'm fine with Kyle's because he played it himself. Yeah, if he made his own music, I'm cool with that. That is fine with me. James says, oh boy, we got a chick named Frankie on NXT for the next 5 years or more. Yeah, Frankie Monet. Taya Valkyrie. Yes. Taya Monet. Sure. Frankie Monet. No, not so much. From the main roster, I'll give one more guess. It is Drew McIntyre. Ashton says, why not just Valkyrie? I would have totally been cool with that too. That would have been fine with me. Valkyrie is a pretty cool name as well. Safa says, better than LA Knight, but still sad. Yeah, man, come on with the LA Knight name. I hate it. I hate it so much. I want it to go away. I want it to burn in fire forever and never to see the light of day again. JBOJ says, hey, OW, sorry I'm late. Are you about to finish up? Yeah, we're on the main event right now, and then I'm going to call it a night because I do have to do the WrestleMania predictions video as well. Beyond, my next guest would be Seth Rollins. Tejas says, will Lesnar return at WrestleMania? I don't think so. So back to LA Knight, like you could have just called him. Like I think that LA would have worked, just that to play off of Eli if that's what they wanted to do. Eli would have been fine. Drake would have been fine. LA Drake maybe even would have been fine as well. LA Knight, I think it's the Knight part that bothers me more than anything. It just seems so weird to, I don't know. ID says, any spoiler coming from WrestleMania? Not to my knowledge. And if I did know spoilers, I probably wouldn't say them here. Rated C says either WWE trademarks their names or they will have to use different names, I guess. Yeah, so they just want to own them. Yep. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. They want to own the names for t-shirts and licensing rights and things in the future. Like, it makes sense, but it's really frustrating. I feel like they should come up with something better because to me, names and music are really important to people. I feel like they're very, very important. So when everyone in the world knows this person as Taya Valkyrie and then all of a sudden she's just Frankie Monet, like, meh. Like, if you want to change like indie people coming up that not everyone is familiar with, that's fine. But like I said, everyone knows who Taya Valkyrie is. Everyone knows who Eli Drake is. Don't change their names. They're fine. Rated C says, AW, you are right. Also, that's not an insult. That's just a fact of life. That's true. Hisoka says, will Cesaro finally become a top guy this year? I hope so, man. I hope so. I would love to see Cesaro as a main event guy. There was something. Delight says, bro, Omega and the Good Brothers lost on Impact tonight. Yeah, I saw that. It's crazy. James says AJ Styles kept it, Shinsuke Nakamura kept it, Samoa Joe kept it, Johnny Gargano kept it. Probably every new recruit changed the names. Yep. Your favorite's Roman Reigns? Oh, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I'm sure Roman Reigns is a lot of people's favorites in WWE right now. Yeah. Oh, doggo. So yeah, let's touch on this main event here before I get out of here. Okay, my dog is joining us. Hello, dog. He apparently does not want to sleep at the moment. The entire Undisputed era kept their names. Yeah, it's just frustrating when people get their names changed. I don't like it. Same with music. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And if they're having a problem, like a licensing problem with the people that make their music, they need to get a better deal. It's crazy that a $1 billion company like WWE would have such a shitty deal where they don't own the theme music to their wrestlers. Of course, that all changes when you're getting like them from an actual artist, you know, like that's from an album, like Rob Zombie or Poppy or whatever the hell it is they're doing over on NXT. That makes sense to me. But when you're creating homegrown music, why don't you own that? That's so dumb. It makes no sense. Could you imagine if Stone Cold Steve Austin was just called Steve Williams one day and his iconic theme music was just gone? They just replaced it with generic Steve rock music. Like, come on. Really? You can't do that. What kind of dog do I have? I have a yellow lab pit bull. He's a little baby. Yeah, he's the little babies. Where he says, bring back Jim Johnson. He created the best theme songs. Yeah, you know, back in the day, like, I mean, I used to do this. WWE theme songs were so good that you could legit buy the CDs. I mean, they still have them on Apple Music, which is where I listen to all of my music and stuff. But buying the WWE CDs back in the day was flames. They had some really good themes. They had like the rap inspired album as well. That had like Snoop Dogg on it, and I believe like Ice Cube or something like that. That stuff was great. That stuff was really good back in the day. And now it's like, really? This is your music? I don't want to listen to this. Ashton says, if I had a wrestling theme song, it would be Pyro by Shinedown. I'm not familiar with that. I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out. So anyways, this match was insane. 40 minutes long of Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole just beating the absolute hell out of each other. Some big highlights from the match were Kyle O'Reilly hitting Adam Cole with a brainbuster on top of the commentary table, and it did not break. Adam Cole just bounced right off of that thing. That had to hurt so bad. Another big moment was Adam Cole pulled out a little red toolbox, pulled out some tools, and he ended up grabbing, I believe, a pair of pliers. That was crazy. The next cool spot was Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly sitting in the middle of the ring in chairs, slapping each other, kicking each other, and eventually Adam Cole hit Kyle O'Reilly in his little O'Reillys. Oh, that's a big damn right there for you. Getting hit in your littles. Whew. That's a brutal one, man. That is a brutal one. Next up, Adam Cole, the 4,000 IQ man that he is. He got pissed off at the referee. He ended up laying him out. He got the advantage here above. Got the advantage on Kyle O'Reilly here. Went to go pin him, and of course, there was no referee to count because he was laid out. Absolutely laid out. So he goes over to him. Adam Cole shakes him after he's knocked out and says, "Get up. What are you, stupid?" Like, you literally just laid this man's out. He's knocked out on the side of the ring, and Adam Cole is kind of screwed. It was like, that was great. I love that little silly moment. It's on their album Attention. I'll have to check it out. Safa says that moment when Adam and Kyle were sitting in the chairs and talking to each other was beautiful. Yeah, I liked it. I like that segment a lot. Anthony says, off topic question, what is your favorite stipulation in matches? I don't know. Really. I'm not quite sure. I like all sorts of things. I like a variety of things. Like I really like to see a lot of different things happen. I don't need them to be like super unique, like this weird Nigerian drum fight that we're having. I prefer your regular good old fashioned, like no disqualification, Iron Man, ladder match, table match, like stuff like that. Like, that's all I want. You know, the occasional cool, like Inferno match, buried alive match, like they used to do back in the day. Those were amazing. Safa says Adam Cole also stabbed Kyle O'Reilly with an iron ore. Yeah, dude, that tire iron to the ribs, that looked painful as hell. He also punched him in the face with chains wrapped around his fist. That was crazy. Andre says, was I the only one laughing when Adam Cole hit Kyle with the TV? That was like out of nowhere. That was crazy. James says, bye, have a good night, peace, have a good rest of your day, man. Thank you for tuning in, I appreciate it. Eagles Lair says, I'm not sure if he landed that wrong, but it really didn't look like the official asked if he could squeeze his hand tightly, and it looked like he couldn't do, so maybe neck. For which part are you talking about? I'm sorry. Ayan says, I don't know if you have ever done this in your childhood, but have you ever acted like a ring announcer and shouted and introduced his wrestlers? A lot of the times I do John Moxley's just to be annoying. Because he does Gian for like 10 hours. He did throw a chair at Kyle's head. That looked brutal. So the next big thing here was they both went through the stage here. They both went, I mean, kind of ramp. I don't know what part of that you want to call this, the stage ramp. Both of them went through it. It was crazy. Adam Cole is the one that climbed out of it. He ended up going to the side of it and kicking out the side and dragging Kyle O'Reilly through it as well. So they legit beat the hell out of each other. It was crazy. Ashton says Gian Moxley yes, exactly, because it's so funny, it's so good. Marcel says, so Bianca and Sasha's main eventing confirmed. Good. I like that, and I hope that means that Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre is opening the show. I hope that's the case. Ayan says the fact that the AEW ring announcer is also a former WWE ring announcer. Crazy, right? Let's see here. So next up, it looks Adam Cole set out to kill Kyle O'Reilly. I'm not sure what he was doing or going to do to him, but he set up a chair upside down so that the legs were facing upwards, and he started putting Kyle O'Reilly on the turnbuckle. So I'm not sure if he was going to do some sort of Panama Sunrise or whatever it was off of here, but he was like legit trying to impale this dude here towards the end. But what ended up happening, Adam Cole got hit in his little coals and sent him down. So payback for earlier on. After this, Kyle O'Reilly was able to take advantage and actually get the win. Kyle O'Reilly defeats Adam Cole in the main event of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2 in a brutal 40-minute match. 40 minutes. I still can't believe that it was 40 minutes long. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Marcel says Moxley vs Barnett was a banger too. Yeah, I'm gonna find that tonight and watch it. 100%. I want to see that. I love Bloodsport. It's so cool. And I've said this earlier, but I always get screwed. There's always something going on and I'm not able to watch it. So I want to go through and watch it tonight for sure. Andre says, and then Adam Cole destroyed the side of the stage. Never seen anything like that. Yeah, it was crazy. Anthony says, I missed this match. My laptop ran out of battery. Oh, that's crazy, dude. You're going to have to go back and watch it. If you have Peacock, you can watch it on there now. It is available. According to Peacock, about 15 minutes after the shows end, you can rewatch them and scrub through them. Eagle says about the last main event match that was on. Yeah, it was very good. Safa says the ending was brutal with a chain wrapped top rope knee on an upside down chair. Yeah, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Jan says just a dream booking question. What if someday we got AEW versus WWE 5-on-5 match, what superstar would you choose? So not 5v5, but what I actually really want to see is the Elite versus the New Day. So Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods. I would love to see that match happen. I don't care where it happens. I just want to see it someday. JBO says, wish O'Reilly could have brought back Lightning and Thunder. Yeah, so someone was saying that he created his own entrance music, or he was playing the guitar for it. So, I mean, that's cool for him. Safa says, imagine if this wasn't the main event and Kross and Balor had to follow this. Yeah, that would have been terrible. Terrible. You know, I kind of got the feeling that this was going to be the main event when they started saying that it was a co-main event. Co-main events. So it's kind of like, oh, well, we're not trying to take away from the NXT Championship. Like, it's still a main event. It's just not like the last match that was on. My only complaint about this unsanctioned match is that it really looked like a sanctioned match, if I'm being honest. The entrances, the announcements, the one fall, the referee, the stuff like that. You know, when AEW had their lights out match, it was like, hey, this match is taking place. We don't condone this shit. We are not reliable for what happens during this. Like, you guys can watch whatever the hell you want, but like, we're dipping out. And, you know, they just come out and they just get it on. Like, I thought that was cool. So that's my only complaint about this match, is that it just seemed like a glorified no disqualification to me. Ian says, bye OW, gotta go see you tomorrow for SmackDown. Sounds good, man. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is, whatever time it is for you. But yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. That is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know there's a lot of content to consume tonight or over this week. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my NXT TakeOver predictions videos. I appreciate that as well as my WrestleMania one that I put up today. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. I might try to get out the Night 2 WrestleMania video tonight. I might try to squeeze that out so that Saturday or Friday won't be so chaotic. I think that'll be a pretty good thing to do. So I'll try to have that ready. If I do, it'll be out around 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Hopefully that video will be there. There will be a, WrestleMania SmackDown, whatever the hell the show is tomorrow. There will be a post show for that as well. So make sure to tune in for that. And while you guys are heading out, make sure to head on over to footaction.com and get yourself some Wale Mania gear before it is gone. Make sure to do that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you guys. Don't forget that J rocks. J rocks. And that Hangman fucks. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.